Unless you respect it, football does hurt you, and that's what you have to do. You have to respect it, but when it does hurt you, the best way is to dust yourself down and get on with it, because it's the best sport in the world.
Welcome to Football Hurts, a unique series looking at the passion and the pain of the beautiful game. Each week we'll be looking at the highs and the lows of British grassroots football and get a taste of the blood, sweat and cheers prevalent to the game we all love and hate. It's football, and football hurts. We'll be shadowing the fortunes of the remarkable AFC Wimbledon, the club founded by local fans in defiance of big business. Wimbledon's promotion dreams were resurrected with 2 confident wins at home and away. First place in the Ryman Premier Division now looks in sight, but only the top spot will go up automatically. With only 13 games left to catch up with the leaders Chelmsford City, the Dons must keep winning games or face a playoff battle for the elusive second promotion place. In this episode of Football Hurts, can the Dons continue their wins on the bounce, or is their bubble about to burst? And we look at the hard realities of becoming a player in the game today.
The word no is commonly used in football, you know, it's a word you get used to as a young player.
And Wimbledon fans Mark and Steve apply quantum theory to football results.
Can they actually draw or lose without us seeing it happen though?
Yeah, in a parallel universe, I think.
All to come this time on Football Hurts.
I had my nephew who was at Arsenal for 6 years, talented player. Got to 16, said, sorry son, you know, we're not going to take you on because they've gone and got the best kid from Brazil, they've gone and got this, and that's Arsenal, you know, that's what they go and do. They want the best for Arsenal Football Club. So for younger players, it's getting harder and harder.
For me, if you're a good player, very talented, and work hard, the cream always rises on the top. But it's not easy.
We're here to learn about the game, even in defeat. It's all part of your learning experience.
Despite the fierce competition, players of the Wimbledon reserves are out tonight putting in the hours, hoping one day to become full-time pros.
The reserve team is here to support the first team, develop the young players coming through the structure of the club, and then I'm going to develop them over a period of time, hopefully getting those players ready to play in the first team at AFC Wimbledon.
Okay, good. Relax, good. I'm happy with the movement. Listen, I'm happy with the movement. Could be a little bit sharper, but what I'm looking for in here is players to be moving and calling for the ball. Ready? A bit more intense. Play.
It means everything to be a first-team player here at Wimbledon. You know, it's a great club. The atmosphere and buzz around match day is immense. You know, lots of fans at the games. It'd be incredible to play for the first team. Yeah.
I'm from Ghana. I've been here for about 7 years now. And my dream is to become a footballer.
There's obviously competition for places, which is a good thing because it can make players improve their game and step up their game.
I'm based on working with a pool of 20 players. And out of those players, we have one who's gone into the first team, who's playing tonight for the first team, we've picked in. He'll probably, over time, will be good enough to make the step up into the first team.
I spent 1 year in the 16s and I went youth team. I spent 2 years at the youth team and then I've been with Ryan this year in the reserves and now lately pushed into the first team. So just been working hard. Playing football every day is what I've always wanted to do. I couldn't think of anything better than waking up, training, going home and then training the next day, matches. Just it's what I want to do really.
But for every reserve who successfully makes it through to the first team, there'll be 10 players who may never.
Football definitely hurts, yeah. The word no is commonly used in football, you know, it's a word you get used to as a young player.
It's very difficult for me when I have to say to a player, look, I have to release you. You can hurt, football can hurt and does hurt in that way, yes.
It does get disheartening because you can't see an avenue that you can go down, but there are chances and what you've got to do is keep believing, and as much as it gets harder and harder, I had the same problems. I had to come against the same you're not going to make it, you're not good enough, you're not this, you're not that. You've got to be determined to prove people wrong, and that's what younger players have got to do. It is difficult, it is hard, but you've just got to roll your sleeves up and keep battling.
The buzz of playing football, playing against other people, the aggression in the game, just the love of the game, the passion. I think it's just a great game, it's the best game. I love it.
Well, it's the game against Wealdstone. We're number 2 in the league, and Wealdstone are right down the bottom. So fingers crossed we kick them around the park tonight, and we'll come away with 3 good points.
Across at Kings Meadow, AFC Wimbledon's first team are preparing to face Wealdstone. The visitors are in serious danger of relegation and will be as hungry for points as the Dons tonight.
Head security officer, did you say that was assault? Do you know that? It's assault.
So, having beaten Wealdstone 2-1 away from home back in August, this evening the Dons look to complete their second league double of the season and pick up their 4th successive Ryman Premier Division victory. Early chance now for Wealdstone to attack the Dons. Here goes Graham Montgomery. Shot comes in from about 25 yards, but it's wide of the post. Here's Goodlift now for the Dons, sweeps it out to the left-hand side. Chris Hussey with the ball forward towards Lewis Cumbers, but it looks as though the Wealdstone defence have got this covered. Oh, but have they? Lewis Cumbers has nipped in and slid the ball into the empty net. What on earth were the Wealdstone defence playing at? But Lewis Cumbers says thank you very much, and that's his 4th successive scoring game for the Dons. So Dons keeper James Pullen then bowls the ball out towards the right-hand side. Here goes Steve Ferguson now for the Dons. Wealdstone having real problems this evening keeping tabs on the Dons' flying Scotsman. Carries on down the right-hand side, cuts into the penalty area. Real chance for a shot here. Oh, and it's 2-0 to AFC Wimbledon, and that's a goal for connoisseurs of fine football. 7 minutes before half-time, and Wealdstone get a blast of the hairdryer from Fergie. And Wealdstone saved further punishment by the referee's whistle. It's 2-0 to the Dons at half-time. Dons then getting the second half underway. The ball immediately played back to Chris Hussey now. Oh, but Wealdstone look as though they've come out fighting for this second half. Here's Hughes now. Chance to lay the ball forward for Delissa, but Chris Hussey atones for his error by shepherding the ball out of play. Here goes Sam Hatton now for the Dons. Chip forward to Lewis Cumbers. Lays the ball through the gap. Here goes Daniel Webb now to the edge of the area. Shot comes in. Oh, and it's a nightmare for Wealdstone keeper Kaita Karamoko. The ball taking a wicked bobble just in front of him. Probably the most fortuitous goal Webb will ever score, but that's no consolation to Wealdstone. They trail 3-0. So surely now an unassailable lead for the Dons, and for Wealdstone just a case of damage limitation, surely. His spin though from the edge of the area for the Dons. Oh, it's 4-0. There's no chance for Karamoko. Despite being 4 goals down, Wealdstone at least continuing to battle on and play their football. Here's Andre Delissa now, charging forward from midfield, maybe a chance for a consolation. Ball played out to the left-hand side, shot comes in. Oh, but that just about sums up their evening. 20 minutes to go then, corner now to AFC Wimbledon. In it comes, Quinn's jumping for the ball. Oh, surely that's an own goal by Dale Bennett. Quinn goes and accepts the congratulations, but surely that's an own goal. And the defensive mishaps continue for Wealdstone. So Luke Pigden, a staff of the reserve team, once again gets a chance to show what he can do in the first team. And it's Rob Quinn who makes way. There's Webb now battling away for the Dons, and now Pigden immediately involved in the action. And he slips the ball through for one of the other substitutes. Here goes Mark de Bolle now, going on into the area. Chance for a shot. Oh, and it's number 6 for the Dons. Dons getting in a real mess inside their penalty area, and his substitute Dean Papali. And deep into stoppage time, the Stones finally get some satisfaction. whistle. 6-1 to AFC Wimbledon. In the end, very much a public stoning for the visitors as the Dons experienced the joy of 6.
Tonight was a great win, but it was very funny as well. Their keeper was absolutely awful, and you almost felt sorry for him. And he was a good sport at the end. He turned around and gave us a clap. You know, maybe he just had a bad day, and it certainly helped our goal difference. We put another 5 on it today, another 5 on it last Saturday. So we're getting closer to Chelmsford as far as goal difference is concerned. Just need to get a few more points closer to them.
Superb result, 6 goals against a team that went to play against Chelmsford on Saturday, only lost 2-1, so a little bit disappointed with the goal at the end. Got it in the nuts TV, got it in the nuts, that's why it went in.
Well done tonight. Emily's at 11 goals in 2 games. Yeah, well done. Let's keep it up. That's down to Bass's sessions on Thursday nights. But well done.
Coming up next, the Dons go hunting for 3 points in deepest Essex, where ex-Wimbledon striker Reggie Savage has a point to prove against his former club.
There was a bit of tension, to be fair, with not necessarily me and the players, but me and the manager. So it's just basically trying to get one back over him, really.
Keep left, then cross the roundabout.
It's 11 a.m. Saturday morning, and Ivor, Mark and Steve are heading to darkest Essex for a game against Heybridge Swifts.
I think arguing with a sat-nav is great.
Only 5 miles out of South London, and they're already lost.
Can I have some sweets?
I feel sick.
I feel sick.
You look sick.
If Mark's sick, I'll be sick too.
We're on our way to Heybridge. Heybridge Swifts, and the last time you filmed like this, I got more confident the closer we got to it. This time, keeping it nice and neutral.
One Swift doesn't make a season.
Absolutely.
But today's a weird one though. What do we want with the other 2 games? Do we want 2 draws? Do we want...
No, I want Chelsea to lose.
I want Chelsea to lose as well.
We need them to lose probably at least once before we go there.
Can they actually draw or lose without us seeing it happen though?
Yeah, in a parallel universe they could, but is it like Schrodinger's cat?
Yeah.
It's something to do with a cat in a box, but it could be alive or dead, and until you open the box, when you open the box you make it either alive or dead.
Or there's a parallel universe theory where there are 2 cats, one's alive and one's dead, and it doesn't matter whether you look at it or not, because they both actually exist. So there you go. Particle theories.
Yeah.
I blame Pavlov's dog.
Well, we've come through town, we've gone wrong once, and we're running late.
Fuck kick off!
Well, Billericay, we like Billericay now. We didn't lose there for once. Well, you see the masses walking to the game here? Tell you what, they must be getting excited around these parts.
Well, we finally made it, and Ivor did us proud. He got us there before kick-off, which is quite unusual for some of us, because most of us have never seen a kick-off. So now we're heading towards the ground and looking forward to a jolly good game of football, and possibly even 3 points.
If Wimbledon come out on top today and Chelmsford lose, the gap between them shrinks to 6 points. This won't be easy, since Heybridge are in a battle to avoid relegation and have ex-Wimbledon striker Reggie Savage up front.
There you go, even us slim blokes get through.
At the start of the season, Terry Brown released Savage in favour of John Main. So Reggie will be out today to make a point against his former boss.
In this league, unfortunately, you can never guarantee anything. You know, the lower clubs do beat the higher clubs.
If we play half as well as we've been playing the last 3 games, we'll win.
Here's Reggie Savage, though, for Heybridge Swifts in the early stages of the game, looking dangerous and taking on the Dons' defence. Delivers the ball into the edge of the area, but the Dons clear their lines. But now up at the other end, here goes Steve Ferguson for the Dons on the right-hand side. Crosses it into the middle. Webb goes for it, and it breaks loose. Here's Lewis Cumbers, and just 4 minutes gone. It's 1-0 to the Dons, and Lewis Cumbers, for the 4th game in a row, finds the net for the Dons. Here's Ferguson now for the Dons, tries his luck with the shot. Oh, it's gone all the way through to Webb, surely 2-0. Oh, it's a fantastic save from Ollie Morris-Sanders, but Daniel Webb stares in disbelief. He really should have made it 2-0. Dons fans then wondering if their team can go 2-0 in front. And here's a chance, here's Hussey. Oh, just whisker away from that far post. Free kick now though to Heybridge. It's with David Wareham. Oh, it's past the post. So there's the half-time whistle. 1-0 to AFC Wimbledon, but it really should be more. And I just wonder, will they live to regret those missed opportunities? Dons then immediately applying the pressure in the second half though. Ball led off by Cumbers. Chance now for Debola to tee up a shot. But that's an easy save from Morris-Sanders.
Quite lively up front, so I'm still quite hopeful we're going to get the 3 points today.
Here's Gillespie now though for Heybridge Swifts. Ball to the edge of the area, taken on now by Reggie Savage. Shot comes in. Oh, it's there! And the man who was on loan at AFC Wimbledon earlier this season returns to haunt the Dons with the equaliser for Heybridge Swifts, just 3 minutes into the second half.
1-1 and hopefully it'll be 2-1 before long, but to us not them.
Here's Ramon Rose now, substitute for AFC Wimbledon, making his way towards the area. Ball takes a deflection now into the path of Lewis Cumbers. Played across, here's Webb, great chance for the Dons. Oh, and Webb appeals in vain to the referee, but that really should have been 2-1. Dons have had plenty of possession this afternoon, but they just haven't had the goals to match. Here's a cross now from Rose, and the keeper's lost it. Here's Cumbers now, back across the area. Oh, and once again the Heybridge goal leads a charmed life. Here's Rose again now for the Dons, seeing a lot of the ball in the early stages that he's been on the field. Taking on the Heybridge defence, using all his skill and trickery to try and manufacture a crossing opportunity. And maybe this is it now. Rose takes the ball on. Oh, and in the end it's his touch that lets him down.
Win, but we're 1 all the way from home. Plenty of time to go. We should just keep our foot on the ball a little bit, play calm, and we're all right.
Here's Nathan Clark now for Heybridge Swifts. Suddenly the Dons with a bit of defending to do. Now the ball threaded through, and here's Reggie Savage. He's clear of the Dons' defence. Great chance for 2-1. Oh, it's another fabulous finish. And for the second time this afternoon, it's a goal for the former Dons loanee. 2-1 to Heybridge Swifts. And once again, the Dons savaged by Reggie. Well, given the amount of possession the Dons have had, they certainly don't deserve to be 2-1 down. And now they find themselves having to grab an equaliser. Here's Tony Finn. Out to the left-hand side now, picked up by Chris Hussey. Cross into the penalty area. Oh, but once again, there's no way through the Heybridge defence.
The Dons lose with a devastating 2-1 defeat. After losing such an easy game, insult is added to injury when the news arrives that Chelmsford have drawn, taking them a clear 10 points ahead of the Dons.
You have to go out, chaps, if you want, please. Thanks.
What about them? I'm fucking showing that corner.
At the end of the day, we got what we deserved, which was nothing at all.
I just can't believe we don't come here and win games like that. But
what the commercial director's pissed off. You know, people on the Dons Trust board are pissed off. Fans are pissed off. Everybody's pissed off.
Yeah, they deserve to. They won. They beat the biggest team in the league. So
We just had a chat. We just finished having our chat, and yeah, it weren't very friendly, but that's football, you know. Temperature go rise, and
probably a few turbulent words being thrown through the air, which is expected because we weren't good enough today.
Probably one of the most depressing games that I've experienced. On the back of 4 straight wins, just starting to put some pressure on Chelmsford. Every time we get to a position where we can exert a little pressure on Chelmsford, we seem to shoot ourselves in the foot. Definitely shot ourselves in the foot today. Magnified by the fact, I suppose, that Reggie Savage got both the goals. He's a lad that come on trial with us early in the year.
There was a bit of tension, to be fair, with not necessarily me and the players, but me and the manager. So it's just basically trying to get one back over him, really, and I think he knows that today.
He's a nice lad, but it tends to happen to managers that, you know, ex-players come back and bite you. We got bitten today, and I have to say that it really hurt, because I thought we were the better side, and if we'd have taken our opportunities early on, the game would have been done and dusted. We're not meant to lose any games. We've lost too many now, and I'm probably the only one that still thinks we're in with a chance of catching Chelmsford. So I've now got to convince my players, after I've rollicked them, that although they've shot themselves in the foot drastically, we've got a chance to bounce back. There's 10 games to go and there's 30 points to play for.
Next time on Football Hurts, we get mental with sports psychologist John Faulkner.
I spent a day with Ferguson, Bobby Robson, Martin O'Neill and Jim Smith. Every single manager I asked the same question. What would you rather have, skill or character? They all say character by far. It means that when they're out on the pitch, the manager has no effect on them at all. They need to be able to rely on them. You're looking for players with ability that can perform week in, week out.
And with barely 10 league games remaining, can the Dons still challenge Chelmsford City for the top spot? All to come next time on Football Hurts.
As you know, football hurts.
Like fuck.